So are you with me so far, right? Phase 1, all the way up to apprenticeship, unlocking the industrial zone. Phase 2, all the way up to industrialization, and making sure that you've got factories and coal power plants everywhere, just to sort of really build up on your adjacency bonus. Like that, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be +9, doubled to +18 because of the policy card, with another coal power plant in it that gives it another 18, which is 36, and then 3 from the workshop, and then I think 8 from the factory. So it's like 47 production in one district. It's absolutely insane. Phase 3 is now that we have unlocked enlightenment. We're going to get rationalism. Rationalism, again, is a policy card that does not come out. We are then going to be essentially making sure that every single one of our cities has a cow in it, a mooing cow, a coal power plant in it, a university in it, 10 population, and 3 adjacency in the campus. If we can do that, our science is going to be unparalleled. By the way, we've actually overtaken into first place. Do you see how far behind we were at the start of the game? The computer, it can't handle our optimization. The raw ability it's got to be able to put stuff out is amazing, but when we get going, it can't keep up. These are the 3 from now on Classical Republic until we upgrade our government. These are the 3 you want: campus, rationalism, craftsman, and even Wisselbanken if you can get yourself an ally. If you can't get yourself an ally, I'd recommend Merchant Confederation or Machiavellism. Actually, what is that? Machiavellianism. Oh, what a tongue twister. There you go. 146 to 173. To put that in context, that's almost as much science as Eleanor of Aquitaine is kicking out per turn. I've just added. That's amazing. We're now 50% ahead of the next closest person. We haven't even got universities up in half of these cities. This is going to be amazing. Now that we've got enlightenment, we're going to treat ourselves to a tier 2 government. Monarchy is really, really good if you are at war because it's got all of those military policy cards. However, you can see I don't have a single military policy card, so that immediately is pointless. I believe that Reformed Church, yep, it's got 2 military and 2 economic, that's fine. Merchant Republic only has 1 military, but it does have 2 economic and 2 wild cards. It also gives me more gold and helps me to produce more districts, aka helps me to produce more settlers. It just helps to put these new cities up at the beginning of the game. So we're going to get Merchant Republic going. It's a very good upgrade to Classical Republic. It gives us 1 more card effectively to do. Because it gives us another military policy card and then another wild card. It's not the best upgrade, I won't lie. It is possible just to totally ignore that actually and go straight towards ideology, but it is a little bit of a trek having to wait until we get to ideology. These are the governments we really, really want to be focusing on, and this is why monuments in all your cities are really, really important. Actually, look, you can already see I don't have one in Takamasatu, but you want to get democracy if you can do it. Those 3 economic policy cards and 2 wild cards are amazing. Communism is a good default backup choice. Effectively, the choices, if you've got allies, democracy. If you don't have allies, communism. In that order. You've still got the economic policy cards with communism. You've got a little bit of extra production and science, which does help, but it's those +4 food and production from all of your trade routes and the discount on purchases with gold. That is what we're going to do. It is beautiful. My focus now is going to be on getting to chemistry as quick as I can. If I just click on chemistry, we've got 6 techs, of which scientific theory, we've already got enlightenment. Metal casting needs to be boosted though. Own 2 crossbowmen. Okay. Own 2 banks. We can do that too. And then 2 neighborhoods. Actually, you know what? Neighborhoods we don't have. Neighborhoods we do not have. That's urbanization. That's a little bit later. So we may not be able to boost that one. But 2 crossbows we can definitely do, especially if, once the coal power plant is done, this is going to be a huge production boost. We just quickly come in and get a 2nd crossbow. Let's do that. Before we forget as well, here's the monument. Always get those monuments. Now, otherwise I'm going to be saving the gold now. Gold per turn, I need to get my universities built everywhere, and it's a really good use for it, actually. Gilgamesh is by far my best trade partner. Look at that, 26 gold per turn, another 137 up front. Yeah, just make sure you've got all of your stockpiles selling, even the coal, get rid of it. As soon as it hits that 50 stockpile, you've wasted some. Get rid of it, even if it's for like a couple of gold. It's 3 gold. Let's use fillers Cahokia. I need Babylon because I need 6 envoys in it in order to get myself the extra 2 science from all universities and the extra 2 science from libraries. I've got about 10 cities with campuses going, so that would be another 40 science per turn. It would be huge to get that going. So as much as it's good to have suzerain status as, you know, with the city-state next to me, it's not the all and everything. Oh, Kyoto. Yes, 76 production per turn, and now it's beginning to power the cities as well. We've got this one finishing next turn as well. Oh yeah, actually Sikhism's being spread in my continent, and that's got Defender of the Faith on it. That's nice. That's really handy. It keeps me safe. Lovely. Da Vinci. This guy's brilliant because you've got workshops in all of your cities, right? That +1 culture spreads to every city, and of course we can burn him twice, which is really, really cool. Did he just boost flight? Is that what he did? Oh my god, that's a great tech to boost. If anything, I kind of want sanitation to be boosted now. That would be the other one that would be really handy, but I don't think that's going to happen. Replaceable parts. Oh, you know what? That's a good one. Oh yeah, own 3 musketmen. We were never going to do that as well. Oh, brilliant. So, okay, we've only got 2 boosts to do now. Metal casting and sanitation. Metal casting will be boosted next turn. I've got that crossbowman now ready to go. And now that Tokyo is at 10 population as well, let's get the university in. Did you see that? Did you see how much science it's giving me? Hang on, if I go to the buildings in the city, 9 science. Oh yeah. That would be even better as well if I can get that adjacency a little bit higher. I've got to build just 1 more district here. So once the electronics factory will be going, I need 1 thing next to the university. You know what? I don't have any theatre squares, and I might just treat myself to 1 in order to get just a little bit more culture to push myself through to the next continent. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's get a theatre square there. That will give me a little bit more adjacency, and that +1 science adjacency will give me another like 10 science in that city. It'll be really good. Okay, my carbon emissions are going to go a bit nuts now, unfortunately, but there are the 2 crossbowmen. It's working well, but let's have a look at production. 80 production, 67 production, 37. This city will get good soon. Don't you worry. 14 production, 68 production. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, the settlers are just going to get plonked down really, really quickly now. This is going to be a fantastic settling city. Nom 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 nom. Again, what else can I do with Kyoto to help? It's got a lot of spare production. Build 2 banks. Did I need to do banks to get replacement parts? I did need to do banks. Okay, so that's quite important that I do that. But actually, I don't need sanitation. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Right, well, so we've got 2 crossbows, so yeah, just build 2 banks. Okay, build that bank and then build the lighthouse after it. And I might just treat myself to some more adjacency bonuses if I can help it. I mean, there's nothing, unfortunately, that will improve our adjacency. You can see where all our districts are. Oh, maybe if I put something here, that would improve the commercial hub's adjacency, but okay, we don't need to worry too much about that. Okay, now you are a new and beautiful city. I might actually just give you a harbour. That'll give me +4 there. Wouldn't be the best. I could do something that improves the campus adjacency by plonking something down here. I mean, these farms are great, but we're at 10 population now. We don't need to go any higher. That's the thing. Go for holy sites, go for theatre square. That's a nice +3 actually on that one. No, for now, let's go for a harbour. Get myself more gold and more trade routes. It's good that we have a trade route in every single one of these cities. Oh, and lovely, look. This place now has a campus going. Hooray! Get the granary and the ancient malls going. Always remember your the World Congress, 100% production towards city centre buildings. It's good that you get all of that stuff done as quickly as you can. Brazil, the last person. Actually, it's good to know we are not necessarily going to be friendly to Brazil, but he is quite far away. I was thinking about whether or not to have at least 1 war target. How is Brazil doing on tech? He's 31 as to my 35, so he's doing okay. 84, he's not really excelling in anything, really. He's a little bit flat in the middle. Really, the Congo are the culture leaders, and Sumeria seems to be the science leader. Those are the 2 competitors I've got, realistically. Oh, Great Barrier Reef. Nice to know. So do I make it a friend? Get myself more diplomatic favour. There's no point in worrying about diplomatic favour now because my carbon emissions are going to be crazy. I don't care about the environment. because I'm teching up first. I'm going to get seawalls first, and I don't need this power. I'd rather just have the raw industrial output. So I think he's a little far away, isn't it? Really, it's the Congo I would want to go to war with because they're closest. Yeah, you know what? I will make friends with them. Let's send them the embassy, make them the deals. Let's have a look. We'll go 1, 2. What do you want to buy this stuff from me for? I bet you do. I bet you want to buy all of this stuff. Let's just give him a fantastic welcome to Japan deal. What would you give me for that? 38 gold per ton. Go on then. And then we'll have open borders as well. Oh, you see, I've done this at a poor order. Okay, give me 1 more coal. Good. Okay, we'll have a friend before you know it. Oh my god, every time I go just to fix this city, it's mental. And it keeps hitting the population of that city. I need this city to 10 pop. Ugh. You know what? Actually, this is a good chance for me because I can now stick farms down on all of these tiles. So I might be able to make the best of this. Let's just quickly shove a builder through somewhere. We've got somewhere to build a builder and chuck it over there for us. Babylon. We've got now 3 envoys in it. Yeah, another 10 science immediately. Brilliant. Eleanor of Aquitaine has been targeted by an emergency and is now at war with everyone. You know what? Eleanor might be the good person to just let my alliance slip with because she's actually in last at the moment as well. She's not doing very well at all in tech. So she might be good colonization strategy. Thing is, we only need to colonize if we don't have enough space. And at the moment, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cities. Realistically, I need another 4 or 5. So, well, we've got Hicksonk Draconis. I'm not going to bother going to war until we get planes. So we'll keep it up for now. But we don't need to worry about this too much. Actually, a military alliance. Do I want to go for a military alliance with her? Probably not. Let's go instead for a military alliance with Brazil. Lovely. Got alliances up with everyone. Economics next. Build 2 banks. We're just about to finish one in Kyoto, and I can just use my gold to buy a bank in here in the market, but we need a bit more gold to be able to do that. Ooh, okay. Right, we need to get some gold somehow. Always remember this screen. You can have a look down here and say who has coal but probably wants more. Gilgamesh has got some, but not a lot, so we can just go to him and we can say, hey, do you want some coal? No. Nope, you don't want coal. What about Eleanor? You actually don't know what coal is yet, but you may want some. You never know. No, she don't know what it is either. Congo, come on, you definitely have done the tech for coal. Come on, give it to me. 10 gold per 10, that's it. That's what we wanted to see. So there we go, plus 3 science in that campus means now that we've got crazy science coming from this city. Tokyo is now putting out 32 science. It's good. Kyoto by far is giving me the most science, and that's just Pingala's effect for you, but oh, that's pretty good. Where next? For my settlers. Again, need to make sure that we're not settling on our continent, so we'll keep an eye out for that. All this area with all its coal over here is pretty good shout. This all technically is my continent if I go in that direction here, so this is all pointless. North, and again, there's not many brilliant places to settle. This is still technically my continent. The Congo is going to block a lot of that, so I think maybe sending them out in this direction is going to actually be the best shout for me. So yeah, make your way to sea in this direction. Yeah, you look at these, it's like coal power plant, 8 turns. Oh yes, that's fine. Another 12 production coming from that city. Here we go, keep an eye on those Eureka's all the time, get the bank in, boosted economics. Saves 2 turns of the science, which is 400 science effectively. So that's pretty good. Oh, and then replaceable parts and then chemistry. No, you know, I do need sanitation. I thought I needed sanitation. Ugh, but anyway, replaceable parts is a good one to get to first because the extra food you get from all of your adjacent farms is delightful. Oh, there's a +5 theatre square there. I just can't resist. That's just too good. And a 1-turn lighthouse here? Oh, honestly. Please stop. I'll just get 2 traders in immediately. Exploration. Switch straight over. It is delightful. I would always suggest that as soon as you switch over to the next thing, you get the Republican Legacy card in. That housing and amenity in every city. That stacks up really, really quickly. That's like 10 more housing and amenities. Really good. Really, really, really good. Rationalism, craftsman, natural philosophy, brilliant. We get effectively a spare military policy. Do you see what I mean? It's not the best. It's not the best upgrade, but it's just something. What are we going to do? Veterancy, limes. Actually, limes is quite good. That helps me get my defensive buildings back. Have I got many units? No. I'd only save a maximum of 6 gold per turn with that card. What else do we want to do? Press gangs? Be good to build a bit of a navy if we wanted it. I've got other things I want to be doing though. So, veterancy gets me encampments, harbours. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that because harbours and encampments, I do kind of need those for the extra production and the resources in a little bit. So that's not the worst thing actually. Replaceable parts. Now, what's the chance of me getting to urbanization quickly? Not much. I need a great merchant and 7 different specialty districts. Actually, we're getting there on the districts. What have we got here? We've got at least, if we go down the list of things, we've got a campus, a harbour, a commercial hub, an industrial zone, a government plaza, and an aqueduct. So we've got at least 6 that I know of. We haven't got any encampments, have we? Or entertainment complexes. Encampments or holy sites. So actually an encampment is probably the next one for me to do. So let's just think about where we can get an encampment going. Look at that, theatre squares. Oh, it's just boosting our little culture output just a little bit. Oh no, I can't actually fit it in the city. We've hit our top point. Never mind. Traders. We can get one here. We can get an encampment in this city. Ooh, do I want to? I don't know if I necessarily want to, but I should get at least one encampment going. Yeah, here. Let's do it. Let's just plonk it there. Okay, that'll boost that tech. That's good. Or that's civic, I should say. Oxford University is a really, really good wonder. That 20% science in the city would give me another 14, 15 science per turn just in that city. If I had a great engineer coming through to boost, that would be really good, but I don't. Rural Valley as well would give to extra 20% production. That would be an amazing one to pop in as well. Do I just do it? Do I just put the Rural Valley down? I think I will. Let's just stick the Rural Valley down. Let's get that going. See if we can finish that off. That would make this city amazing. That great engineer is the worst. Culture bomb tiles when producing an industrial zone? No. Can't be asked with that. That's a terrible thing. Now, what we're now going to do is we're going to focus on getting 10 population in all the cities with campuses. Now, these cities here have got some amazing campuses. +4/+4. So those are all being boosted, but we need to get population to 10. So I'm going to actually to Fukuya. You're struggling. You are definitely struggling. The next trader will go to Nagoya and we'll start sending them to our allies. Trader at Smiling Cities. Oh, that is a great merchant. Oh my god, that's a fantastic boost for me. I didn't think I'd get one of those. Okay, well that gives me a little adoption later on. The +1 envoy is probably the most useful thing there. Let's just keep them to Babylon for now. So where gives me the most food? And Pinda. Actually, that's not a bad route because it gives me extra science, production, and food. Whereas Kyoto just gives me a bit of everything. That's the sort of, that gets me to 10 population quicker, doesn't it? No, we're going to stick to the democracy routes. I want to get my alliances up as quickly as possible, so that for now is a good idea. In fact, actually, I really need more builders. So let's just pop another builder in. I need to come and just fix these tiles, make sure Fukuya is actually growing. Replaceable parts gives us extra food. Mercantilism, ignoring for now, but we've got a golden age, which is good. Hic Sunk Dracones is amazing, but Reform the Coinage and Heartbeat of Steam are now becoming better. I think Heartbeat of Steam, actually, the extra production towards Wonders helps me build the Ruhr Valley. And Campus District Science Adjacency gives me production. That doubles up perfectly. Because now, Kyoto is on 100 production. Yeah, Hic Sunk Dracones is good, but it's not brilliant. So I can get rid of that and sleep well, I think. This city's going to have amazing production once all the encampment and stuff is done. Get me all of this. Actually, do I want barracks or do we want a stable? I'm more likely to build tanks later in the game, so we'll put the stable in for now. Ironically, stable works with tanks. I mean, honestly, yeah, we're ages off urbanization, so we're just going to plow ahead and get sanitation and then through to chemistry. Chemistry, we can then focus on getting research labs in. That +8 science, of course, will be +16 science in every city because of our civics bonus because we've got rationalism in everywhere. It's a good combo. You know what, I might actually try and go settle in below here just to stop the barbarians from springing out every turn. They're getting a little bit annoying now because I'm really struggling to find good places to settle that haven't been poached already. I have to say, when I get the campus up, the spaceport up and running, that'll be magnificent. God, these fisheries get so good. I just need that actual fish into my empire and it would be even better. But yeah, just all these little tiles. It helps get the gold in quite nicely, actually. It's a good combo. You know what? I will treat myself to a stock exchange. Yes. It starts to give some serious gold out now. And, okay, musketman, please stop it. I don't like the fact that you're trying to kill me still. I want to go and settle in that area. Just leave me be. There was a reef. Oh, 2 reefs there. That means that's a really, really good camper spot. Okay, down this way I go. We might be able to put another campus down here with huge adjacency bonuses. Yeah, that's right. You run away. I thought as much. Yeah, wuss. Okay, settler through. There's the scout. Some amazing camper spots here. Yeah, I think actually a city down here would be really, really handy. Saying that though, I actually think it's impossible to settle on this little island. Look at that. It's just like, whoop, all the way around I've got to go. Amazing. So, do you see what I mean? Once we hit this 3rd phase, civil engineering is really cool. Once we hit this 3rd phase and we've got rationalism in, our science just goes mad, and suddenly now we're on 265. We're pulling ahead in techs now. 39 techs is opposed to 38, 36, 35. The pack is slowly being left behind, and we are helping this by making sure that we've got lovely, lovely civics being boosted. Now, chemistry, level 2 alliance. We must be close. Yeah, look at that. We're pretty close, actually. That is now 1.75. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do the maths on this one. 5, 6, 7, 8 turns I think that's going to take. 8 turns. So actually, I might treat myself to another tech first. You know what? Yes, steam power. Because railways are the best. Let's get the armory going, and we can get some military engineers immediately in. You know what? Oh, this is a fantastic distraction. I love it. That river has flooded twice in a couple of turns. Oh, don't want to be going towards that. Oh, wonder construction. Here we go. Eiffel is going to massively help to get my industries going. 2 eureka moments. That really helps. Actually, I might be able to get replaceable parts in. Chemistry. Yeah, look at that. Chemistry is now boosted, and rifling. Okay, so we didn't even need to wait for the alliance to go through. Let's just switch over to chemistry again, and then we'll go back and get the railways sorted. Railways really help because they increase the gold in your empire quite drastically, and they also increase movement hugely, and they are the most fun thing ever. Oh, double oil down here, actually. That is pretty nice. Now, where do I want to put my campus? It's going to be on this mountain range somewhere. There's no reefs to settle by. There's no geothermal vents. So one of them's going to be an aqueduct, and one of them will be, you know what, I might have to settle down one here, like so. And then we'll clear this one for an aqueduct, and yeah, we'll go from there, I think. Now that all this stuff is together, we're going to go to Magnus, and we're going to make sure that we're going towards vertical integration to get the production really, really high as well. So Black Marketeer, lovely. Settling spots we're really starting to run out of now. There's not much for us to be gained. I mean, we can reach this coal just from this city, so I don't need to settle. I mean, this city's a pointless city down there. Unless there's anything down here to settle on. I think taking cities is going to be much better for us, and getting planes to do that is going to be much more fruitful. So you know what, I'm actually going to stop you from doing this. No more settler for you. I would rather you get Venetian Arsenal going, because that's an amazing wonder. This settler, you know what, just jump into the sea somewhere. Why don't you go down to... Oh, head this way. See what's in that direction. Why not? And then Magnus, I'm actually going to move now from here to Nagoya. And the reason being is Nagoya is in range of about 5 different factories, so the production on the city will be mad. Oh man, Spies. Already? Ugh. Hate this point of the game. You know what, when Kyoto's done, I really should just actually buy the intelligence agency. I just hate this stage of the game. Bloody Spies. No, I don't like natural disasters unless I get to submit them. So we're just going to ignore that one for now. Yeah. Okay, this is my next city. I want to get to 10 pop. So again, we're just watching. I mean, that's a good trade route and a half. Look at that. Tasty. And actually, we've got loads of coal. I keep letting this build up. Damn. Hey, actually, 90 gold up front. Not a bad little deal, that one. I fill. Okay, 2 turns to the River Valley. There's no point in rushing this one, but I can also get in a couple of other wonders as well, because that's great. Forbidden City is really good because that gives you a wildcard policy slot, which I am tempted to do here. I quite like the sounds of that for later in the game to actually help to build my stuff up. As I say, the other one is Oxford University. That is quite handy, but no, Forbidden City I think we're going to do first. So let's just plonk that down, go to here, boost it up. There we go, and then switch back for now. Woohoo! Research labs. Amazing. We know what we're going to be doing on all kinds of stuff now, but first of all, Forbidden City. I'll come rush this one through. Lovely, that's done. River Valley is still being done, and then we will put down the Oxford University over here as well. Delightful. And then you can go and boost that one next time round. So this gives you effectively an extra wildcard policy that you can do anything with. Skyscrapers if you're building loads of wonders. A science victory you don't necessarily need to do that too much. Theatre adjacency and commercial hub adjacency is good if you've got lots of those, but we won't wonder about that for now. I think public works, extra builders and extra builder slots are really, really handy. It's just a good habit to get into to make sure every single tile in your empire is improved permanently. Really good really good habit to get into. There's the Ruhr Valley. Oh yes, this brings our production to crazy levels in this city. And then Oxford University in 10 turns. We've got 108 production coming through now. Oh yes, lovely. Let's go rush this one. Again, don't forget Oxford University 2-3 techs. It's a huge on a science victory where you're just trying to tech through the game really quickly. It's huge. Now, Congo is doing impressive at keeping up with me, actually. Now that we've got steam power, I'm going to go for flight, and then we're going to go for radio to see if we've got aluminium. If I do, I'm going to get some bombers, and we're going to go bomb the Congo to stop them from getting too close to us, because they are, well, they're doing well. Okay, I don't mind getting loyalty penalties, so I'm going to put myself up for population growth, and I say again ranged is a good one. So we've got some power, we might as well use a little bit of it. Range is likely to go through. We're going to just see if we can get the migration treaty going. Oh, I've lost all my diplomatic favour. Ranged migration treaty, excellent. We're actually doing quite well at this. 6 diplomatic points, pretty good. Not so good. Spies at it again. Ugh, how annoying. So if you don't know, as soon as you've got an armory and military engineers and railways, what you need to do is you need to go down to the city that produces military engineers and just put 4 in, and then don't think about it after that point. It's essential. You need to build railways. Railways are so good and so underused in this game. Finally got this settle around to Death Danger Island, and it's worth it because this campus is going to be a +5. Nice. I'm just going to treat it quickly to a trader just to get the trade up and running nice and quick. We need to boost this city up fast. That might have been a mistake. Oh no, the settler managed to get away with that. How and why the barbarian didn't attack me there, I don't know. But there's loads of oil over in this direction. There doesn't appear to be any reefs that I can use to get a good campus up and running, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a shame. But never mind. I say we go for here. Yeah, because then we can get the 2 oil once that's ready to do. Okay, yeah, that works for me. The research lab. Yes. We definitely need to make sure that we're getting these in. Military engineers are good, but research lab after that. Delightful. And Kyoto as well. Do the same thing. So the trick with military engineers is basically you want to just put railroads down and connect all your cities up. As I say, movement becomes just ridiculous, and all your trade routes get extra gold as well, because if you move a trade route across railway, you get extra gold. Fun little tip, that one. 6 builder charges now for this new city over here. Let's just treat you immediately Fukushima, right next to the water. Flooding in Fukushima, not a problem, often, I find. Campus is not going to do much really, but industrial zone might. That's +2. Actually, there's a +2 over here as well. Or I can just get harbour. Oh yeah, look at that. +5. Nice. Oh my god, stop flooding. Please stop flooding. Oh, that poor city-state. I mean, what are they doing to that river? I don't know. But it just... I just improved all this stuff. Please stop it. When you have this many missionaries flying around, and this is often the case when you don't have a religion, it's always worth checking into religious victory just to see if people still have their religions up. You can see that Victoria's religion seems to have failed a little bit, but all three of these religions still have their own cities, which means nobody's taken the advantage yet. It's always worth checking in every now and then on that one. And for no reason whatsoever, I'm just going to put an aerodrome down just near the Congo. I think that's a good thing to do. Oxford University. It's a terrible place. Don't go there, honestly. Terrible. But I got 2 techs. Unfortunately, they were all rubbish techs, but I got 2 techs. Hey, it helps. I've also got 326 science now. Again, we should, in theory, be pulling away now. 45, 41. Yeah, look, 4 techs is the gap now. Delightful. And once I put this railroad down, the first railroad. Oh, yeah. 2 envoys. Stick down in Babylon. We can get the 6 in Babylon. Give us the extra science boost. Okay, now the next important thing is to get Cahokia back, because I need that on side. I don't want that going to war with me if someone declares on me, because it's right next to my stuff. God, even these terrible little cities are now getting +6 science per turn libraries in. Nice. Military engineers are now calming down nicely as well, so the capital's connected to, like, all these cities are connected up, which is brilliant. Oh, Einstein is such a good one. Universities provide +4 science is really who you need to go for. Instantly build a lighthouse and flanking bonuses. Okay, that's a really good one as well for Nelson. He used to be so badly glitched. The flanking bonus on him was hilarious. Unfortunately, and very boringly, they fixed it now, but you know, it was cool nonetheless. Finally, Magnus, vertical integration. That's a good combo, especially because this city now, yeah, look, that's gone to 100 production because there's so many different things around it. Now, I wouldn't normally rush electricity, but for us, we get a load more culture because the electronics factories all give us culture once you get to electricity, so that's pretty good for us. These are the military engineers. What are we going to do with them? I think I'm just going to keep pushing through. Yeah, I could build a tunnel actually through to all these cities. That would be quite cool. Oh, I never build tunnels enough. Let's do it. Why not? So we'll go for the railroad here, and then I'll put you down, and then we'll build a nice little tunnel on that point. Lovely. Get the aero score, and then we'll build some more tunnels around and about as well. Pushing towards ideology. That's where we're headed. Urbanization. Grow 15 pop city. Have I not done that? Kyoto isn't that? Huh. Why are you not 15 pop? Oh, it's because the sewer isn't been built and the housing's terrible. Alright, fine. Well, get the sewer done quick. See if we can get a 15 pop city. In fact, actually this city as well should have been it. You've even got the housing. Terrible. Rapid deployment, suffrage, both boosted. Oh, this all helps later in the game. So this research lab's done 420 science now. This is how you do it. You make sure that all your cities are 10 pop +3. Yeah, it's amazing. These 6 cities now are producing, so 115 from Kyoto, 40 from Fukuoka, 37 from Shizuoka, 60 from Nagoya. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you're right in the middle actually. Tokyo gets 51, and then Osaka is only 18.5 because I haven't actually put the buildings in Osaka yet. Still needs a research lab and all that. Although, more importantly, I'm getting hangars and stuff at the moment because this is going to be a fantastic forward base if I want to go to war. Okay, Kyoto, 15 pop, urbanization boosted. Oh yes. Now, it's really important actually that you get a neighborhood in every single one of your cities, because it's not the neighborhood itself that's really, really good. It's this, the food market. That +6 food per turn, that's amazing. It's really, 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 really good. Now I just need to double check I've got all my resources in. Look, I need incense and furs. I just haven't quite got enough happiness in my empire at the moment. Incense, furs, like these 2. That's great. What's he going to need for it? It's going to need loads of stuff, probably. Actually, no, doesn't. Great. So, a bit more happiness. Anything else I've got? No, nobody else has got duplicates of anything. The reason you want to make all your cities happy is that +1 immunities means that you get, what is it, plus 5% everything, including science, which for me would be another 20 science per turn, so it's well worth doing. I'm also going to build the Potato Palace because you get another diplomatic policy card slot. That's really, really good for later in the game. Once you get towards the late stage things like... nope, need to go a bit further than that. International Space Agency and Collective Activism, which gives you loads of culture per suzerain. Awesome, awesome policy cards, those ones. Finally also, got myself a spy, which is really, really cool. Let's stick you in the industrial zone, and I'm just going to start to move my industrial zones around. And look at that, a lovely triple mountain pass, mountain tunnel situation. Oh, I love it. Don't know why I haven't done this yet, but yeah, radio. Let's see if we've got aluminium. Then I can bomb the Congo. Venetian Arsenal, again, one of those top tier wonders. If I start to build boats now, and more importantly fleets when I have harbours and things like that, I get 2 boats instead of 1. It stacks so quickly, it's ridiculous. Oh, Cahokia, look at that. I'm now friends with them again. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Now, we're exploring more and more and more now. Weirdly enough, England is probably, or France I should say, is probably a good target for me because it's pretty low down and weak, although, as I say, I still want to get the Congo because the Congo are the tech leaders apart from me. 48 techs versus 43 versus 39. If I beat them, well, the game is mine essentially. So do I ally up again? Is it worth keeping my alliance going so that I can attack the Congo? I think it probably is, you know? I think it probably is. So we'll, yeah, we'll hold on for a little bit. The Congo as well, they just don't have any walls, which is amazing. Yeah, you know what? Keep the friendships up for now, and we'll go from there. Oh, I'm so happy about this. So happy about the way that all these military engineers have put themselves around. Oh, it's delightful. That research lab is now down, which means I've got 500 science here. Oh, that's mental. Military academies and seaports continue to get me loads and loads of production. I could get a theatre square that's 5 pop here as well. 5 culture. Oh, actually, the culture's gone up massively because of all of my factories are now producing stuff for me. So I've got 150 culture per turn now, which is only beaten by the Congo. How are the Congo doing culturally? Yeah, I've got to keep an eye on them. They're actually doing okay. That's not good, is it? Okie dokie, military academy, is that what I do now? Or do I get the airplay or the airport? There's so much to do, so little time. I think war, well, actually we've got 1 turn until aluminium is resilient. Okay, right, fine. So we'll get a military academy and we'll see how much aluminium we're gifted with. I have if you've never watched my playthroughs before, I often have quite the curse when it comes to aluminium. I don't know why, but I just never seem to spawn on any. Okay, now I've got urbanization. We need to go towards mass media. I mean, ideology kind of just needs everything. Unfortunately, you can't really skip it. 2 field cannons. Actually, I could do 2 field cannons. That's pretty quick to do because I've already got 1. I just need to upgrade the second. Good. In that case, actually, I need to get an archaeological museum going as well so I can boost natural history. Research radio I'm about to do. Have 3 cores in my military. Okay, that's something else to do once military academy is sorted. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this well. Oh, 1 source of aluminium underneath my aqueduct. Okay, I mean that's not the best, so we'll just quickly have a look at the strategics and see where we have got aluminium. If I just deselect all of these, let's have a quick peek. Okay, there's none on the islands I settled on, which is a problem. England, oh no, there's some over here. Brazil, Brazil's got some. Candy's got some. There's none here. Okay, there's like practically none on the map. That's fine. That means if, you know, nobody's got it, so that's okay. But that's enough. If I've got 2, yeah, if I've got 2, then hell for it. I'll get myself advanced flight. Let's just do it. Let's just do this thing. Eureka moment for computers. Hey, it's something. That's fine. Actually, I can use her twice. Can we build more districts in Kyoto. No, we can't. I have to get to population 16 or greater. That's going to take some time. So that's actually really good for Kyoto. There we go. Then we'll keep an eye on whether or not we need her anywhere else as well. Finally, look at this. Look at the beauty of my railroad. I've connected all my cities up through mountain tunnels, all the way through here. This is just a mess, but I love it. And then I've got a nice circular route around all my cities. Oh, it's the best bit about Civ. It really is. If you ever need a distraction from life, plug in Civ 6 Railway Simulator. Get those military engineers going and just do your stuff. I mean, you do have to watch your coal, because unfortunately not only does it pollute the world doing it, but you also burn through all your coal. But it means I can just move units around so quickly. It's wonderful. Finally, the last thing I do before I take a break, look, 3 cores in the military. We already have field cannons from earlier in the game, as we said, so there's a nice core. Shizuka can now build a Kurosawa core from scratch, and then I'm just going to actually manually build the other Kurosawas alike. So we just get this in, and then we've got 2 more that'll pop along, and that'll be my 3 cores. And then we've essentially got Natural History of the Archaeological Museum is done in 2 turns, so that'll be boosted, field cannons will be boosted, radio will be boosted, 3 cores will be boosted, ideology's there, and democracy is already boosted. How's that, eh? How is that? That's pretty damn good if you ask me. Happy with how this is turning out. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.